I'm Gloria Jensma, Gloria Beth Jensma, as a matter of fact. I was born in Newton, Iowa, 11/28/37, and that makes me 75. Well, I speed walk. I ran for a while. My son was diagnosed with cancer, and I was speed walking then. I've walked for a lot of years, good, at least 20 years. I enjoyed speed walking. And I was talking to a friend and telling them about my son's diagnosis. And she said, well, you should do team in training and run a marathon. Well, yeah, right. I don't think so. And she said, oh, they'll train you. And so I did join team in training. They raise money for the blood cancers. And my son's was not a blood cancer. My son was at 39 years old, was diagnosed with rectal cancer. And Run for the Rectum was not an association that was running races, so I figured if they're raising money for one type of cancer research, it's got to work in others too. So they do raise money for leukemia and the other blood cancers. And I trained for and did the New Orleans marathon. I did a half marathon in 2005 in February, and that was the last race before Katrina. Katrina was in 2005 that fall. And I came in second in my age class. One thing about doing it at 75 or in your 70s, you don't have a lot of competition. They've either died or they're slower than you. So that started me, and since then I did 3 more half marathons and a lot of 5 and 10Ks, and I almost always come in first or second. But I'm not a natural runner, and I love speed walking, and so sometimes I'll break out and jog a while. Mainly it's speed walking, and I enjoy it. I've got a fast buddy that walks with me. In fact, she and I met when we were training for the Alaska Marathon, the mayor's midnight marathon, and we did that in '07. One of the things I tell myself is stand tall and walk with purpose. You know, another truism that I heard a good 30 years ago or so was the definition of perfectionism. You want to hear it? It's a killer. It's a real killer. The definition of perfectionism is the desire to be above criticism. Wow. And that hit me where I live. And I thought, boy, that is a trait that does not serve me well. If I am not willing, even eager to hear something that might be, and I think of it now as a critique, it's a little softer, but if I can hear something that might make it easier for me to communicate or whatever that the critique is addressing, then that can only benefit me. So that's another truism that I have really internalized and carry with me and pass on.